Alrighty, Pastor Michael and friends and those who watch the video. F sharp minor, as I mentioned earlier, I was gonna do on a part 3, but lean towards the major sound of it. Alright, so, you know, as I went over in parts 1 and 2, so A, the A major flavor. So in the F sharp minor pentatonic, the block you would do before this number 1 block, which would be number 5, which repeats again when we get up here. I would use this area that way with the F sharp minor pentatonic a lot on the A major chord. When I was in, you know, worship or that worship music, we used to do a lot of stuff in the Holy Spirit. It wasn't a song. The leader would just start. Saying that exact thing, but I'm using this just as an example. And what I would do, and this is before I really dug in 2012, that I was doing it with my limited knowledge at the time. I knew the pentatonic. You know, of course, I don't think I was that good back then, but you know, I could just play in key. I didn't have the diatonic and all that down. I had enough of the pentatonic like that to do that kind of stuff in every key. Whatever, you know. A lot of the worship was mellow stuff, and then at the time we did do covers, worship covers from Hillsong and all that. It got nothing to do with what they all fell into and what happened to that whole thing, but the music was good. So the pentatonic, you know, A, Tears in Heaven. I can't remember how that goes. You're just using the F sharp minor pentatonic. If I do it here, this is why I say take your time when you get it down. Don't just mindlessly. A lot of guitar players do this, and I can feel it if I hear it. They just get the scale down the note. And they get them down and all that, but hey, take the time. What? I've written a lot of beautiful songs off of that, just off the A major scale, full chord progression, beautiful pieces, and they will be on a CD at some point when I get going on a recording program. So that take that pentatonic and just play it like. And I started doing, whenever I'd go up one of the blocks, I would end it to make it sound like the whole thing was a riff rather than just playing the notes, you know. So your next position here, what do we got? All right, so just playing the note. Now sit there. minor pentatonic, block number 3. The number 1 block is that typical, no matter where you play it, all that first fingers, all them notes are on that fret. And the second one's the major key that it comes from. No matter what, if I was doing this in B, then the next note up, that's D major. B minor comes from D major. F sharp minor comes from A major. So all those same blocks, I would play them and make them sound like a riff. So I would just do them, but I'd listen to these kind of things, you know, with it. So I'll show you little snippets. I didn't even look at the clock to see when I started this to keep track and not go over 15. But just finger picking, I go. Right, so. That's also F sharp minor. Being sloppy, but because I want to do the finger picking thing. But I've created lots of tracks just by playing the drum. And next thing you know, I'm going. Another one that's very similar to it, and that goes into other things. I don't want to sit here going through the whole song. It's about 5 minutes long. These all come from a place in the presence of the Lord. They do. They don't come from my natural mind. But the learning all them scale positions and everything gives me, I know what those sound like, and whenever I go in them, creativity comes alive. So I got. See how that's an F sharp minor, all from the key of A major. No, I forgot. I gotta remember how it is. I ain't played it in so long. Oh my God, I forgot my own song. I haven't played it in so long. Oh, I know what it is. Created by just from the do re mi, everything I do, everything. The thing with creating the chord progressions come from the do re mi. Then I create the piece for the backing track, and I'll also do the bass over it too. And then the melody part for me will be the easiest thing to do in the song. The creating the chord progression that feels right and feels smooth and calming. That's the part that's comes up. It has to come from in here, and then the melody afterwards will be no big deal. So what was that I was just doing here? That's just a D major 7, E minor 7, and then a piece of a G, and then a sus of A, all from D. That's how all of them come. That's D major, so you know, everything I can create melodies right out of D. You know, it's just because I keep saying once you get doing these, then sit and listen to them just for a couple minutes. Try to make something with them without overthinking it, and get to where when you're playing in them, they don't sound like you're just going up and down your practice scales. You know what I mean? So you'll go to a deeper place by doing what I'm suggesting. All right, so I don't want to go over time. I have no idea how long I went, but there you go. Leaning with the F sharp minor towards the A major flavor of it.